grown up here in Chennai, and from probably the 80s, mid 80s definitely, I have been seeing the Chennai music season. As a student, it was like a master class, and you could see all the stalwarts, the genius, and more importantly, the masters of the art form. And now I don't realize, but I guess then I would have got a wonderful breadth of information which would not have been possible anywhere else. And as a student, I didn't realize the value until I grew up, and much later I came back from UK, and I came back on a Lisa Women's Scholarship, specifically looking out for the Chennai music season, because by then I was really missing it. The first thing when I went out of India, what I was missing was, of course, my dance, my teachers, and the season, because the ambience that it brings together, it's unparalleled, and it just cannot be seen anywhere else. So, in fact, in my application I had written, it's like the Mecca of Bharatanatyam. And it was very, very refreshing coming back into music season, and this time as a teacher. Because by then I had done almost 10, 12 years of teaching, and it was very, very refreshing, because I was like drinking everything that was coming my way, and it really mattered, and I could put things in perspective now. It is a very, very important landmark in any dancer's calendar, whether you're a student, whether you're a teacher. Missing it is like, oh my God, you're missing it kinds. But the one good thing that has happened now is that a lot of, you can save us a little bit of it in YouTube, through the net, sometimes through live streaming, but not like being there, not like being there. And in fact, I think most performers think of it as a make and break situation, because if you get a slot in the Chennai season, then it means something, and the next stage is which slot you have got. So it is literally the most important part of a career for a dancer, and for a teacher, it's like all of it in a jiffy. Very often, for most of our audience, it was a one-time experience, exposure to Indian dance of that nature, and they really liked it. They might not have understood what we were saying, they would not have picked up the gods and the stories, but it really did matter. It really amazed them. They took it at different levels. When few people would come and ask, how do you remember? How do you remember the sequence? Few people would ask, how do you sit in Aramadi for such a long time? It must be very painful. They used to come and try out the hand. How do you hold your hand? They were just mesmerized by it. And to be frank, very often it was seen as an exotic art form. And over just a few minutes of seeing and importantly interacting, it really brought two very unknown people together. So, and that was same. It didn't matter where we performed. The feedback was pretty much the same. We did get the one-off audience where they knew what we were doing, and they kind of could relate to it at a more intense level. But very often, it was this very genuine, innocent, childlike appreciation of, wow, that's nice. That was there everywhere, anywhere.